Right. So, hi YouTube. Welcome to the tier list. We're ranking all the Pokemon's starter evolutions and everything. Mega Evo forms, you name it. Said before a couple of minutes ago, but we're probably going to cut that. I'm not doing it by competitive play, anything like that. I'm purely going on how they look. And maybe how much nostalgia they bring. Could be heavily weighted to Gen 1, is basically what I'm saying. So, we'll see how this goes. Right. We're kicking it off with the boy. Bulbasaur. I'll be honest, I really like Bulbasaur. I'm not a Gen 1er. I do love Gen 1, but the old games suck in comparison now, let's be real. Is my screen flickering constantly? Is that going to be a problem that I have to deal with? Let's hope not. Okay, Bulbasaur. Very cute baby starter. Also kind of cool at the same time. I think we're starting off strong. I think we're going to put Bulbasaur in A. We might move him around. We'll probably end up moving all of these around at some point. But my gut feeling is that Bulbasaur is a solid A to begin with. And this is where the problems start with Bulbasaur. I think like each evolution of Bulbasaur, I'm going to put Ivysaur in B. I think he gets worse as he evolves. I think Venusaur is cool, but it's ugly as all hell. I don't know, actually. Ivysaur's still got some of that edge that I like. But Venusaur is just a dopey looking toad. I'm going to stick to my guns. I'm going to put Venusaur in C. It might go to B. They might be on the same-ish level, roughly. Now we've got Mega Venusaur. Which... I don't know. Is it just me? It's just a mess, right? There's just too much going on there. Am I crazy with that one? I don't like him. He's going in D. Gigantamax Venusaur. I haven't played enough Sword and Shield. I will say that. So I'm not overly familiar with the 3D model. But going by this little image here, I kind of hate it. I kind of like it because it covers up his ugly ass face. I'm going to put him in a risky C for now. Now, we're going to get to the Pokemon Company's favourite Pokemon. Let's be real. The favourite evolution line. Because it sells well. It's everybody else's favourite Pokemon. I think Charmander's okay. I think what we're looking at here is a very solid baby Pokemon. You'll notice a trend here. I don't want to give spoilers away, but a lot of the baby versions of Pokemon I really love. I think they're so adorable. I don't know whether I want to do it that left-hand side is a better A. In fact, yeah, let's do it that way. That's going to be... I prefer Charmander to Bulbasaur, unfortunately, because I do like Bulbasaur a lot. Now, I I think this is probably going to be the first sort of controversial Pokemon take that I have today. There's going to be a few more coming up, don't you worry about that. But Charmeleon Hey, Cheesehead, how are you doing, friend? Hope you're doing well. Charmeleon, I'm going to be really controversial here. Charlie? Charmeleon is arguably my favorite Pokemon of all time. I don't know why. I kind of prefer shiny Charmeleon in a way. But Charmeleon, going back to the 3D platformers from earlier, I grew up with like Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Tai, Spyro, that kind of stuff. Charmeleon is the one Pokemon that I think has that angsty, sort of rebellious teenager feel to him. And that's just stuck with me throughout life. So the easiest S of all time, Charmeleon, hands down. I've given it away before. We'd probably do legendary Pokemon after this. It is okay, not Garchomp level, just okay. Yeah, I think I'm being a bit controversial here. Maybe. I don't know, people often hate the middle evolutions of starters, but it is what it is. I'm going to do normal Charizard first, rather than the Mega Evolutions, etc. I think Charizard's good. Obviously, everybody loves Charizard. It's not a hot take. Fire Pokemon. It's not a hot take to say that Charizard is amazing, but he is a little bit overhyped, I think, sometimes. But that said, I think he's a very solid A. Possibly an S. It's... I don't know. There's something about Charmeleon that I'm so biased against. I don't think Charizard's quite Charmeleon levels of cool. Now we get to the Mega Evolutions. Charizard X is good. C for you, Charizard. Understandable. I don't love the Dragon type Charizard though. I think for me, Charizard X is going to the top of B tier. C for the Megas. Good shout. X is going to go in B, and I do prefer the Y form to the X form, but I don't think I don't know if I prefer it to the original. I think these are very tied because they're so similar. There's not much design difference between the two, let's be real. I think sticking them both in A tier is fair. But now we get to Gigantamax Charizard, which I do think is the best version of Charizard that we've received. He's so doofy. I love him to bits. Didn't need to give Charizard 2 Mega Forms. Yeah, I mean, that's just the Pokemon Company they know what sells well, right? Everybody loves Charizard, so why not? Everybody loves Mewtwo, why not give him 2 Mega Forms, but one of them is absolutely awful, and I'm sure we'll get to that soon. I think I love Gigantamax Charizard. I think that's an easy S. Now we're moving on to the water starters. As I take a drink, I think Out of the baby versions of all of them, I think Squirtle is the best. He's an easy S. Easy. Charmander's great. Bulbasaur also great. Squirtle is phenomenal. I love him. It's just everything goes wrong. Everyone loves, yeah. Charizard is popular. There's no denying it. Squirtle goes from the best starter and evolves into... Ooh, do I want to say an absolute travesty? I think that might be being a bit too harsh. I think Wartortle is C, maybe D. I prefer him to Venusaur though, so I'm not sure where I stand there. Again, I might end up moving these around quite a lot. Put Blastoise here. Blastoise. Wartortle is... oh, awful. Cool idea. I kind of like the tail for Wartortle sort of being like a wave. And he's got the wave ears. I'd like the idea. Just doesn't look good. I think maybe if you got rid of the ears and just... I don't know. Like had Blastoise's ears instead. I might have preferred that. I think that could look pretty cool, but it might not be different enough to Squirtle, which I get. Blastoise does make a good comeback though. How can you hate on Wartortle? Charmeleon is Charmander but with a phallic shape on his... That's a fair point. It's the claws that make Charmeleon. Ooh, Blastoise. Where do I put him? I think Blastoise is really good. I think we put Blastoise in A tier. Mega Blastoise? You like the Mega. That's interesting. I'm not a fan. I don't like his chin. I don't know, his face looks so awkward compared to the original, weirdly. I don't know what it is. I like the dumb edition of the third canon though. That's very cool. I might go bottom of B for Mega. Blastoise reminds you of a kaiju and you love it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like original more than the Mega though, that's for sure. I remember, I don't know if it was a McDonald's toy, but I remember many, many years ago, I had a little toy of Blastoise, and you put it in the water, and like this bit on the shell here, you pressed it in, and it filled him up. And then when you took him out of the water, it like sprayed little spits of water out the two cannons. So good. I'm not crazy about the Dynamax form of Blastoise though. I probably hate that more than the Mega. The shell with like the turret of cannons on it just seems a bit shark jumpy to me. I think I'm probably going to slot him in between Venusaur and his Dynamax form. It is a different Mega, I'll give you that, yeah. Venusaur just gets more Venusaur, Charizard just becomes Charizard again, or just becomes a cool Charizard, I guess. Shiny Charizard, pretty much palette swaps him. I think I'm okay with this so far. I don't think I need to rethink any decisions so yet. We're on to Gen 2 now, though. Gen 2, lads and lasses, and everything in between. We've got Chikorita. Garbage. If I could put it below D tier, it would go there. Bin-worthy. Awful. Dreadful. There's a lot of very... Chikorita's got a cult following, and they're very adamant about how good Chikorita is, but I cannot stand it. And I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's a very tepid take. I don't think there's many people that like Chikorita. But I think Chikorita has the most unique evolution line in all of Pokemon. Not because of what it is or how it looks, just on perception alone. For me, personally. So I think Chikorita goes from a D tier to a solid B tier with, what's it called? Bayleaf? I think Bayleaf is surprisingly awesome. It's quite plain. I will say that. Maybe if it had some like Venusaur speckles on it, maybe in a brown colour, it'd look a bit better. I think Bayleaf, I will give it its due. Decent Pokemon. But then we also, once that evolves, it just goes back down. And I'm torn between high D tier, low C tier. I think I'm going to put it in high D tier. And it's on the box art of Pokemon Snap, and that infuriates me. Dreadful. Alright. Where are we now? Cyndaquil. Another incredibly easy S. In fact, I've not sorted the S tier out. You know what? I'm going to put Cyndaquil second. I'm going to put Squirtle third. Charizard's going to the bottom of the S tier. Still great, but Cyndaquil was just my jam. I will say this. I have thoughts about Cyndaquil. I have thoughts about the whole of the Cyndaquil line. Gen 2, perfect. The sprite for it always had the fire out. If it stays that way, it's in S tier. The 3D model in the 3D games, Pokemon Go, yada yada yada, it doesn't have the fire there constantly. Straight into D tier. The fire on the back constantly being there makes its design. I'll never forgive the 3D games for getting rid of the fire. The constant fire. Rapidash can have it, why can't Cyndaquil? Game Freak. Swear down. Yeah, Cyndaquil's great though. I love him to bits. I think when he evolves, Quilava, I don't know, I'm gonna say mid B tier. I don't think Quilava's that good. He's cute still. I'm probably upsetting Vader by putting him so low, but oh, it's like a hedgehog. It's only meant to use the flames as a last resort. That makes sense. That does actually make a lot of lore sense, but I think Cyndaquil's so bad without the constant fire. He's very mediocre without it. Quilava, yeah, he's B tier. He's okay. Nothing special. Typhlosion, I think is a solid A tier. Right. There's no arguing. better than Blastoise, though? I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I do like Typhlosion a lot. And boy howdy, spoiler alert, I'm not going to show it. Typhlosion don't look like this in Pokemon Arceus. That's all I'm saying. That comes out in 3 days. I might I might like separately rank those whenever I see them all. I prefer this Typhlosion to the one we're about to see in a couple of days. It's interesting. I suppose I'll talk about that when we get to like Inteleon at the very end. Remind me if I don't do it myself. Still on Gen 2. Man, I'm going so slow through this. I'm so sorry. We got so much more to go through. Okay, I'll try and speed it up a little bit. I think Totodile is... I think he's bottom A tier. He's good. I like Totodile. I think, much like Bulbasaur... In fact, no, not even like Bulbasaur. Depressingly worse. I think... what's he called? Croconaw? Croconaw reminds me of the Flintstones. Every single time that I see him. It's like his stupid egg body. It just reminds me of the... like the spotted fur clothing that they wear. Gross. Horrible. Hate it. And I don't think Feraligatr gets that much better. I know Feraligatr is like amazingly good. But for me, the sprite never looked good. Maybe from the front on, not from the back on. Hated it. And I don't think his 3D model's good either. But I do prefer him to Meganium, so I think we're going to put him at bottom of C tier. Very, very mediocre. Now, I think this is where we start getting controversial again. I think Trico is garbage. I'm going to put him at the top of D tier, because I prefer him to Meganium still. I don't like Trico, never have. I've got a bias for my Gen 3 starter that I always pick. Seems to be a theme with my choices here. Either like edgy, cool ones or very cute, adorable ones seem to be the winners. Trico is neither of those. However, God, I can't even remember Trico's evolution names. That's how gross I think he is. Is it Grovyle and Sceptile? But I don't know which one's which. Either way, Trico's second evolution, I think, is much like Bayleaf, a really good middle evolution. I think Trico improves so much when he evolves. Grovyle then Sceptile. Wonderful, thank you. I think Grovyle is amazing. For a middle evolution, I think it's potentially one of the better ones, aside from Charmeleon, obviously. But again, much like Chikorita, Sceptile just goes so incredibly downhill again, and I can't stand the Pokemon. Do I prefer it to Mega Venusaur? No, not even. He's going towards the bottom of D tier. And I don't think the Mega Evolution work helps in many ways. I do kind of appreciate the Christmas tree look that he's got going on. So I'll raise him one position. Sceptile's not my jam. Now, Gen 3 Fire type. Torchic. Kinda cute. Kinda boring. I don't know where to place this, genuinely. I think my gut feeling is maybe top of C tier. I think it's alright. I think that's what we go with. This is probably going to be another controversial one. I do apologize. And who's the next one? Combusken. Trash. Gross. Awful. The worst one so far. Congratulations, Combusken. I don't like Combusken whatsoever. Actually makes me retch when I look at it. He's so harsh. Feathery dildo with legs, yeah, basically. I think this might be the hottest take that I'm gonna have here. I really don't like Blaziken either. I do think it's better than Torchic. B tier sounds so high, but I suppose it is the middle here. I'm gonna put Blaziken at the bottom of B tier. And people are gonna get so mad about that. It's so good competitively. Yada yada yada. Or was. I don't know if it still is. I don't like it. It's like wearing Jinkos. He's wearing red and yellow Jinkos. It feels so awkward to me. I do like the Mega Evolution though. I think the Mega Evolution does save it quite a lot. I am willing. You know what? I will put the Mega Evolution at the bottom of A tier. I think it does a lot to save Blaziken. It just looks so much better. I love the flames coming off of it. The ears, the sort of feathers going up. Rather than like the slicked back 2000 3D platformer video game hair going down. I think that looks a lot better. Well done, Mega Blaziken. You've saved yourself. Water type, Gen 3. Mudkip's an ES. Not just because he's a meme lord, but because he is adorable. I heard you like Mudkips. Sure do. Absolutely adorable Pokemon. Many occasions I've had the 10-hour version or the 1-hour version of the just the Mudkip scene. The two Mudkips just saying mud, Mudkip. Back and forth. Many times I've listened to them. Brilliant Pokemon. Flawless design. But, unfortunately, all good things come to an end. Mudkip turns into an absolute disaster. Marshtomp, D tier. Ass. I hate him. They took Mudkip and ruined him. I mean, let's be real. Marshtomp just sucks, right? No two ways about it. I get where it's going. I see how the evolution works. And thankfully, Swampert is better. So let's put him somewhere, shall we? I'm going to put Swampert below Venusaur, I think. Middle of C tier. I think he looks a bit too gangly. That's my issue. You got Mudkip, who... just normal Pokemon. Marshtomp, he gets a bit chunkier on his legs. And Swampert just like is a stretched out Marshtomp. That looks a bit cooler. Has a better color scheme as well. But it's Mega Evolution. Boy, I love that Mega Evolution. I don't like it as much as Blaziken, but genuinely, I think we're going top of B tier. Swampert gets so incredibly buff. It's just, it's ludicrous. And I hate it, but it's so good at the same time. I love ridiculous things. And Mega Swampert is the pinnacle of ridiculous. Top of B tier. Easy. We're on to Gen 4 now. Diamond and Pearl, the games we're playing through currently. And we're starting off with Grass type this time. I think we've had Water and Fire first for the past few gens. But yeah. Turtwig. I mean, it's a great Pokemon, isn't it? It's so wonderful in almost every way. He's doofy. I think he's an easy S tier. It's a turtle with a twig sprouting off of his head. Turtwig. Pinnacle design. I love him. And this seems to happen with grass types especially. The evolutions just suck. We've seen a lot of that. You can see like the color scheme on the tier list. Fire type seem to be winning overall, from what I can tell. Water types either hit or miss. Grass type starts off strong and then gets worse. There's a lot of grass types in bottom tier. And unfortunately, I think Grottle is going to join them. I'm going to put Grottle in between Sceptile and Mega Sceptile. I prefer him to Sceptile, but maybe not as much as Mega. I think that's fair placement. And Torterra. I actually don't mind Torterra. He's a bulky island with a tree growing on him. I think he's pretty decent. Where do we put him? That's the question. I don't know if he's B tier. I think I'm going to safely put him at the top of C tier. The list's actually evening out pretty nicely now. I thought we were going to be very weighted in one category or another. It is what it is. Yeah, Torterra's okay. Not brilliant. Not dreadful. Chimchar. I think this is where we get controversial again. I hate to break it to people. Chimchar, I think, is forgettable. Not a fan of Chimchar. Wow, that's a strong thing to say. People love this line. I genuinely don't know where to put Chimchar. I'm sort of stumped. I'm thinking C tier, but I can't place him where exactly. Very forgettable. Not forgettable. It's one of the starters. Obviously, people remember Chimchar, but I'm just not a fan of the design. I think I'm going to put him below Swampert. Can't stand its 3D model. It's sort of forgettable. I do think... I think the sprites help some of these Pokemon. I don't think the 3D models do them justice. Monferno, I feel like Monferno is an improvement, actually. I don't know if I'd say huge, but I do think it's an improvement. Where would I put Monferno? I don't even think he's as good as Torterra, personally. I do like him more than Torchic, though. I think that's a comfortable place for me to put him. Now this might be maybe the most controversial one. Infernape. I have thoughts about Infernape, and not many of them are good. Again, another firefighting type, meant to be good competitively. Just not that crazy about his design, has to be said. I think even now I still prefer Torterra. I think I'm genuinely going to put Infernape one above Monferno. It improves, but not by much. That's low for Infernape. Sorry, guys. It's how they make me feel. And the last one of Gen 4. Piplup. Easy S. Oh, I don't know. Is that a bit too low? I really like Piplup. I arguably like Piplup more than Squirtle. Oof, that's a tough call. Do I like Piplup more than Mudkip? I think I do. I love Mudkip and Squirtle and Turtwig. I think I prefer Piplup. Piplup's great. However, Piplup Primplup's not so good, is he? Let's be real. Primplup's a mistake. Again, another one where I see where the evolution is going, and it makes sense. That is sort of the middle stage between all three. I'm just not crazy about his design. I think Primplup's D tier. I'm just thinking, like, how far down is he? I think we might put him just ahead of Grottle. He's down there. But for Empoleon, this might be the biggest comeback we've had in the tier list. Piplup started off so strong. S tier, easy. Lowest tier for Primplup. Cream of the crop to bottom of the barrel. To absolute new heights. I think Empoleon is so good. Already had this song now. You've heard the new EP. We're going back to the old stuff now. That was meant to be a secret. Nobody knows. This is why I always choose. For the most part, I've always chosen Piplup in Gen 4 every time I've played it, because Empoleon. Love him. Definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. So good. I like the idea of Water Steel type as well. I just think that's kind of cool. Right. We're on to Gen 5 now, lads. Lads and lasses. Everything in between. Gen 5. Starting off with Snivy, however you want to pronounce it. I'll be real. I don't think I like any of them. That might be a bit harsh. I think Snivy's okay. I think I'm going to be fair. I think this is a bottom middle tier. I think we're going to be hovering around the same area for this this evolution chain. What's the middle one called? Servine? It evolves. It looks like the evolution of Snivy. That's always a good thing, I guess. But I don't know, I think it just looks worse. I think this is a C tier. C tier is the first line to actually go on to a new line. Look at that. There's a lot of C tier Pokemon here today. I think Servine is eh. Very eh. I think Superior is an improvement. Better than Snivy. I think that's a comfortable place. I know a lot of people like this line as well. I'm not crazy about it. I don't love it. Now for the fire type, which I'm sure is going to be no surprise to anyone. I don't think this is going to be a hot take whatsoever. Tepig, I think, is very cute and very decently designed Pokemon. I think I'm actually going to put Tepig in A tier. I think Tepig's really good. Firepig, I've got no complaints about the design, aside from it looks like he's kind of wearing pants. Whatever. Tepig's a cute little Pokemon. But then we get to Pignite. Dreadful. Disaster. It's the new worst Pokemon. Well done, Pignite. You did it. There's not much to say about that. Have you seen it? It looks gross. I hate it. An Emboar. Emboar's better. I don't love it. I think Emboar is still pretty trash, though. I'm thinking bottom of C tier. I do think it's an improvement. And I do love the shiny coloration of him. But as a Pokemon himself, I'm not crazy about him. Couldn't care less. Tepig is Biss. Out of that whole evolution line, Tepig is so much better. Now we move on to the littlest boy, the water type for Gen 5. We've got Oshawott. And I think he is adorable. But he looks like a bit of a clown at the same time. I think Oshawott is a comfortable B tier. I think that's right. And he evolves. I think he gets slightly worse. I think his middle evolution's a little bit awkward. Duot. I think Duot is possibly second on C tier. Possibly. He's got that slight coolness to him. I just don't think his design is all the way there. I suppose it's hard doing a middle evolution from Oshawott to Samurott, though. That's quite a big change. But then we get to Samurott, and Samurott's a great Pokemon. I love Samurott. What an absolute legend Samurott is. It feels like a fully evolved starter. It's got that energy. I'm debating. Ooh, this is a tough one. I don't know if he's S tier or A tier. I genuinely can't place him. You know what? I think I'm going to go S. The Samurott. Whereabouts on S do we think? Oh, I think he's going to be quite far up S, actually. The pinnacle of the pinnacle. Is he that good? I think we're going to put him above Piplup and in between Cyndaquil. I really like Samurott. And we'll see in a couple of days. Samurott looks not that different, actually, in Arceus. And arguably better in a way, possibly. I think we know who I'm choosing in Arceus. Not a surprise. Now move on to Gen 6. Bespin. I have a plush toy of him somewhere. Not on my fireplace currently. I don't know where he is. I really like Chespin. I think he's an A tier. I don't think he's S. I think Chespin is great though. I'm going to put him towards the bottom of... Ooh, actually no. You know what? I'm going to move him up. I'm going to move him up above Bulbasaur and Totodile. I do like Chespin. Chespin's awesome. And unfortunately, Chespin evolves. And I forget his name. Quilladin? It's a forgettable Pokemon, and it's almost as ugly as Pignite, so he's going to the bottom there. Not quite taking the place of the bottom. Not beating Pignite. But he's almost there. Dreadful. Such a downgrade. Unfortunately. It just gets fat. And it's like... fat takes over his body. And... the third evolution is so incredibly awkward, but I kind of like it because of how bulky he is. Chestnut. X and Y made Chestnut look so awkward. Because, like, for some of the moves that he does, he's just like in a static pose and his arms are like there. And he just wiggles. And it looks so terrible. But I think he gets a bad rap. I don't think he's great by any stretch of the imagination. I think he's C tier. I'm going to put him behind Swampert. Okay, that didn't start from the beginning. What's... Yeah, I don't think he's as good as Swampert. Seems like an awkward thing to say. I don't think Swampert's good. But yeah, he's very ugh. Not a good Pokemon. Not a great one. Very, very mediocre. And what are we on? Oh, we're on the fire types for Gen 6 now. Fennekin. Fennekin's okay. I don't think it's anything special. I think it's a decent starter. I'm just not super crazy about it. I think I'm probably going to put Fennekin behind Oshawott. I prefer Oshawott. And I know a lot of people really like this line as well. It's going to seem very awkward to say. But unfortunately for Fennekin, unfortunately for Fennekin. I'm gonna move this down a little bit because I think we're getting to the point where the tier list is probably gonna go behind my face. We'll see how that works. For Fennekin, I think it only gets worse as it evolves. So Delphox, I prefer it to Infernape. I don't like it much as Dewott. Then it evolves again to Braixen. I think. I'm struggling with names here. I think Braixen I don't like Braixen. What is it? Fire Psychic, I think? I think it's a very, very low C tier. I think I slightly prefer for Alligator. That might upset people. Alright, last one for Gen 6. We've got Froakie. Froakie, I think, is very, once again, meh. This is why I chose Chespin in Gen 6. I wasn't crazy about the other two. Froakie is okay. I think okay is generous. He's there. He exists. I think Froakie is below Dewott. The best C tier starter. I think that's fair to say. I'm saying it's fair to say because it's my opinion, and I agree with my opinion. So, you know, I'm in that awkward place. I'm like echo chambering myself. What the hell does Froakie evolve into? I don't even know this guy's name. It sucks. I hate it. It's slightly better than Combusken. I don't like it. It's just a frog. I suppose Froakie's Frogadier, that's his name. Oh, that's so gross. Frogadier just... It's a lanky frog. Froakie's got the cuteness. Frogadier definitely does not. Then it evolves into Greninja. Greninja, guys, everybody's favorite. Love it. It's the best thing ever. Oh my god, it's so poggers, dude. I think it's very mediocre. I'm not crazy about Greninja. I really love his shiny. I will say that. I think Greninja's got one of the best shinies. If we were doing shiny versions, it'd be S tier. No question about it. But Greninja on its own, prefer him to Blaziken. B tier's okay, right? Is that a good placement? I'm questioning it. I'm going over my head, seeing if that's a decent placement for him. I might move him further up in B tier, actually. Maybe somewhere around here. I'll keep him there. And then we've got Ash's Greninja. which I'm not overly familiar with. I've not watched the TV show in so many years. It's just Greninja again, isn't it, really? I think he's got a better color scheme on his head, but that's about it. So I'm going to put him slightly above Greninja? I don't know. The exact same Pokemon. Whatever. This is taking so much longer than I thought. I've going through all of my playlists. Help. Help. Bedza, write more music, please. Okay, we're back. No, we're not. Sorry for the flashing. It's every time I tab out of this thing. Yeah, Ash's Greninja is very also mediocre, but slightly better than Greninja. Okay, now we're on to Gen 7. We're getting there. We're almost done. It's 5 o'clock. I should probably go for food soon, but I kind of want to rank legendary Pokemon as well. I'll think about it. Rowlet is great. I love Rowlet. I think Rowlet is a very easy A tier. But I don't know if I prefer him to Charmander. He's up there. He's a very cute little bird, and he's got a bow tie. And as we all know from 2010, bow ties are cool. Yeah, he's a cute little bird. There's some really good bird Pokemon. I think bird Pokemon have been done pretty well in the games. The only Pokemon plush I have. Yeah, Rowlet is it's a Pokemon you want a plush of, isn't it? A very round little cute fella. I think when he evolves though, what's his name? Dartrix? I think he gets worse. Slightly. I don't hate the design. I just definitely think he gets worse. So possibly the tier below. I'll probably put him just below Greninja. Possibly. Still a beer tea Pokemon. Nice. Dartrix, you think is a C. Yeah, no, not many people are crazy about Dartrix. It's not a middle evolution I hate, though. I don't think it's amazing. You know what? No, I'm gonna put him below Ivysaur, I think. I think that's a better placement for him for me. Then Decidueye, obviously grass ghost Pokemon. Very cool. In theory, it's very cool. And I kind of like the design. I think it's going to be the top end of B tier though. I don't think it ascends into A tier for me just yet. I think I'm going to put him just below Charizard X. He's up there, but he's not brilliant. Who are we on to now? We're on to the fire type. I have some thoughts about the Litten line. I think Litten's really cute and adorable. Maybe more so than Tepig. Ooh, do I say that? Maybe more so than Blaziken. No, I don't like him that much, I don't think. I think it's an A tier Pokemon. Cool cat. Very cool. Not much to say, really. It's just a black and a red cat. I think he's pretty awesome. Then he evolves. And he becomes a very ugly, less red, more orangey, blackened cat. It gets far worse. I don't know if it's dreadful tier, though. I think it's going above Braixen and below for Alligator. That harsh. I think Torracat kind of sucks. It's not great, but he does improve. Incineroar is... I don't know, I've got some thoughts. The humanoid Pokemon I'm not massively into. They kind of weird me out in a odd way. Don't know how to explain myself. I'm not crazy about Incineroar, but I think he is definitely an improvement on Torracat. I think we're probably going to put him in B tier somewhere. Above Greninja, quite possibly. You know what? Given the choice of Greninja or Incineroar, I would choose Incineroar. I'm going to put him above Greninja. That's our Gen 7 review. No, it isn't. We've got Poplio to go. That bodes well for poor little Poplio. Clearly forgettable. Poplio. I think this might be controversial. I don't think many people like this line. And Poplio, for me, is one of the easier S tiers. Call me crazy. I really think Poplio is such a nice design Pokemon. I love it. I think going by this list, I would probably be a water-type Pokemon trainer. Maybe. On average. There's a lot of fires up there as well. Not many grass, unfortunately. There is definitely a theme. Grass starters, like the basic form, a lot of them are up there. Wild. Yeah, Poplio's great though. And Brionne. Oof, it's such a fall from grace, isn't it? Brionne might actually... You know what? Brionne's going straight to the bottom. You did it, Brionne. You're the new worst. Oh, poor Pokemon. I don't like it in any way. There's no redeeming factor. Just looking at it. Oh, gross. Primarina, however, I think Primarina's such a good comeback from Brionne, though. That's not saying much. It's not saying much at all. It's kind of like, maybe not quite as harsh as the Piplup comeback, but it's definitely a decent comeback. I think Primarina is solid A tier. Trying to think where, though. I prefer Blastoise, I prefer Typhlosion. I prefer Charmander. Do I prefer Rowlet? Yeah. I think Primarina's going in between Rowlet and Chespin. I think it's a really solid Pokemon. Good. That's our Gen 7 review done. Now we're on to the final and current gen, as of recording. Starting off with the grass type. Froakie. Now, Pokemon Company. I will happily give you Stick any day over your monkey type Pokemon. So I think a lot of them suck. I don't think you've done monkeys well at all, really, in the game. Or simians, should I say. I think you've really struggled with them. Grookey, however. Easy S tier. So much about Grookey that I love. And I know people dunk on Sword and Shield as games in general. That might alter their thoughts of the starters a little bit. I get it, whatever. Grookey's perfect. I've got Sobble and the Gorbunny there as well, because I bought all these at the same time when I went to the British Pokemon Centre when that opened up. There they are. Popplio and Grookey together again, just like in the tier list. Love them to death. So good. Love them. Love them. I do think when Grookey evolves, though, he does get a little bit trash. I think that's fair to say. Pokemon Company going back to their old ways with monkeys. I don't like Thwackey. I think he's possibly a C tier. Maybe mid-C. No, maybe higher end? I would rather have Thwackey than Wartortle. And Torchic, maybe? I think Thwackey's going in mid-C tier. It's unfortunate. But that's just how it be sometimes. And thankfully, when Thwackey evolves, we get Rillaboom? Rillaboom's... I kind of like him. I think he's sort of the strong grass type starter that we're looking for. That Chestnut sort of wanted to be, but Chestnut just looked like ass. I don't think we've had that sort of bulky grass strong boy. We've had Swampert, we've had Blastoise for the water types, we've had Feraligator's quite a chunky fella. Samurot's a giant. We've had that with fire types, and I don't think it's worked some of the time. Charizard, obviously a big lad. That works. Who else we got? Emboar. He is a chunky fire type, but I don't think it worked. Incineroar, he's also a chunky fire type. Rillaboom is the chunky grass type we were after. And I really like him. I think he's only B tier though. I think he's going above Decidueye. But now we get into the what are they called? G-Max? Gigantamax forms? This dude has a drum kit. He has a drum kit, guys. He's got a drum kit. He's a drumming monkey. A tier. Easy. Where though? I think we're going above Rowlet. I think the Drum Kit Monkey is so good. It's just, it's that all kinds of ridiculous again. Isn't it his hair that's playing the drums? Insanity. I love every second of it. Maybe, no, I think he's in a good place. Alright, let's move on to the Firestar for this gen. Scorbunny. I think Scorbunny's fine. He's okay, he's just a little boy. I think maybe bottom of A tier for Scorbunny. Or towards the bottom of A tier. I think we'll put him above Litten. Is that too much? Definitely above Tepig. I think I prefer Litten just that little bit more. And what's the guy that he evolves into? Raboot. Have I got this the right way around? What's the big one called? Cinderace. I think the naming scheme for this line is a bit odd. Raboot. I have got a shiny version of him. Called a shiny version of Raboot, a Pokemon card. I don't think he's that good though. Kind of prefer him to Dartrix though. I think I'm going to put him above Dartrix. Didn't expect that when I first looked at him. I think he's around the same tier. Possibly. And then we've got Cinderace, which unfortunately I'm not a huge fan of. I think there is an improvement from Raboot, obviously. And I'd probably argue that he is better than Incineroar. Maybe? No, I don't think he is. Cinderace is going B tier. Along with Raboot. Get a second listen of EP3 before it's fully done. It's recorded. Don't pirate, don't share. Nobody knows. I'll keep talking so you can't record over it. Yada yada yada. I don't really know what Cinderace's... I'm sorry for the screen keep flashing. I keep tabbing out to look at the Gmax forms. I don't know what Cinderace's Gmax form is, to be honest. It's just a big Cinderace, isn't it? Like with big ears. Doesn't look any different to me, personally. It's okay. It's just going to go in the same place, I think. Doesn't make that much of a difference. Sobble I really like. Sobble's cute. I think Sobble's the best form of this line. It only goes downhill from here. God, this is difficult. I think Sobble is probably below Oshawott for me. I'm gonna... Ooh, in fact, I don't know. I'm gonna put Sobble in front of Cinderace. 3 Pokemon back to back in the exact same place. Wow. I thought I was going to put Sobble a lot higher up. I guess not. And... what's this guy's name? Drizzile, the emo lizard. Literally, who cares about this Pokemon? I kinda like that it's got that emo look to it, but it's just such a non-Pokemon to me. And I think I would have it over a Trico. So I think I'm going to put him at the bottom of C tier. Oh, that feels so gross. That is so gross. Does it get worse? I think Inteleon is only marginally better. I like what they're going for with the spy thing. I'm just not into it. I think Inteleon's going below for alligators still. And then we have the G-Max. Reminds me of Gex. Yeah, it's like a... For me, it's like a bad version of Gex. If Gex was on here, I'd probably put him in A. Gex was great. I think the G-Max form... I appreciate the G-Max form for Inteleon so much. It's just... It's got that ridiculousn's that I like. The fact he's just got like a sniper, or his like fingers super long. And he fires water out of his finger. But it's another one of them humanoid Pokemon that I'm not into. I do appreciate the fun of it though. I think we're probably sticking with C tier. Somewhere. I can't think where exactly. Definitely an improvement. Even if it is kind of weird. I think we're going to go just below Infernape. Oh, the list! No! Alright, I'll move one Pokemon so the list is no longer behind my head. Who do I move? We get one move. From C tier, someone either gets demoted or upgraded. What are the thoughts? What do we think? What have I done wrong? I think either Drizzile will go down to D tier. Emo to D. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think that's the best way to do that. Trico and Drizzile actually share a lot more similarities than I expected. Drizzile's gone to D tier. That works. D for D. Not something I thought I'd say. That is the definitive BenHolb list of starter Pokemon. It concerns me how many of the baby Pokemon are in S tier. There were no fully evolved. I guess G-Max Rillaboom. I was going to say there's no fully evolved grass types that go beyond B tier. But yeah, G-Max Rillaboom is just so ridiculous, it's launched it into A tier. That's interesting. There's a lot of grass types near the bottom. Either mid to bottom. I think on average, fire and water are the ones I tend to go for. Depends on the gen, I suppose. Gen plays a big role in it. Oh, there's a presentation mode. Would that have been infinitely better? Oh, that would have been actually kind of better. Why have I played it in light mode? I apologize. We'll do this for the legendary one next time. I know my face is covering it now, but or if I move it up there, is that better? I'll play in dark mode next time. That's for sure. But yeah, I'm not going to do legendaries today. We will come back and we'll do legendaries another time because that's took so much longer than I expected it to. And I think there's a similar number of legendaries. Roughly. There's Chrome. Flap. Flap. Get food, mate. That's the plan. Alright, turn the music off. We don't need that anymore. You've had too many peeks at the future.